Hello, JD Grossmitz here, lead singer and streaming talent of Malignant Bear. Today we're coming at you with a quick look of the game Vampire Survivors. This is the current early access indie darling that's sweeping Steam and various streaming platforms. It's been out for a while, and I've been messing around with it for a while, but decided to finally do a quick look of it because it recently got a big update that added quite a lot of new things and interesting things to the game. Full warning and full disclosure and everything before going into this. There is a massive seizure warning at the start of this game. I have all of the visual effects turned off that you can turn off in the options menu, but as you can see from the thumbnail here, there's quite a lot going on in this game, so just wanted to put that out there before we go any further into explaining this. This game is very basic in concept, which we'll be seeing as we jump into it, but it's very fun. Malignant Bear chases dopamine is very true for this. This game is pretty simplistic, but it's just all about seeing lots of enemies die and numbers go up and you get stronger. This is basically an idle game with a little bit more interaction than that, but you're going around killing totally not Castlevania enemies and collecting experience points from them to level up various items that you find to get the perfect build to make it to the end of the level and then inevitably die to death. There's now a couple different levels in the game, and they finally have significantly more variety. There's a bunch of different characters to unlock and different passives and items and everything, so that's why we waited until now to put out a video for this. So I'm going to jump into a run that's in progress, and we're only a couple minutes into this run, but I wanted to start a little bit later than the beginning, just so there's more stuff going on, but not at the end, so that it's not just complete kind of visual overload on the screen. So here is the game screen, and you can see we're doing the pngtuber thing of the panda, which is appropriate because we're playing the panda character in the game today. You can kind of see him there, moving the mouse on the screen. We don't need it anymore after this though, because this is all done with WASD. That's it. Well, you do have to click a few things. But you can see here on the options screen, or on the pause menu rather, we have our mini map. This is something that's new to the game and I unlocked just recently with the newest map that came out. That's something you could find in it. Here you have all of your items. The top row is your actual damaging items, and then the bottom row is your passives. And all of the items have various levels to them. And the way it works is whenever you level up, which is the big blue bar there at the top of the screen, you get access to either new items or the ability to upgrade the items you have. And some items, mostly the weapons, can be and then upgraded further, kind of evolved into a further form, provided you have a specific item that goes with them. So for example, if you get the Bible here to max level, and then you also have this item, the Spellbinder, in your inventory, then the Bible can be upgraded all the way to the fancier version that is significantly stronger. But you can only do that if you open up a treasure chest from killing a boss enemy or a mini-boss. And we'll see those hopefully as well. But here's all of our stats. You have health, recovery, armor, move speed, might, area of effect, your attack speed, the duration of your attacks, the number of projectiles you have, the cooldowns on your attacks, your luck, which increases the chance for you to get better treasure chests, so you can get more items out of them, your experience growth, how much gold you get. Curse is a new thing that makes the game harder, which is interesting, and Magnet means that you can collect things from a little further away. And then Revival, Reroll, and Skip are new things as well that I haven't messed around with yet. But there's a whole bunch of different things here, but it's all pretty simplistic. Basically, all of these things are good. You want to get these numbers up so that the numbers that you're doing here to the enemies, and you can see that they're kind of dying behind me because they're paused, you want those numbers to go up so you can kill more enemies and last longer, and then get more gold to buy more upgrades, because these are permanent things that go for all of your characters as opposed to these things which are just specific to the run you're in. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what it looks like. Obviously the soundtrack in the game, what we're listening to right now, is again knockoff Castlevania, just like the aesthetic, just like all the monsters in this. It's a good look to go for. But here we leveled up. I timed it perfectly so that we would do that right when this started, because this is what the level up screen looks like. And this is even with some of the effects turned down, so you can see what I meant about the seizure warning with this. But we can upgrade some of the items we have. The cherry bomb, that's unique to the character we are. We're a panda, like I said. Or you can get a new weapon, the whip, or upgrade our Bible. You can see here it says increase your luck to get a chance for more choices, so we'll upgrade our Bible. And you can see here's what we look like. All we do is move. That's it. I'm not touching anything else. All my attacks are automatic. That's just how it works. Stuff is just dying. Enemies just naturally come to you. On some maps, they might get stuck on various parts of the environment, so that, again, that's part of why I waited here, so you could see what they look like getting stuck on the bookcases here. I'm playing on Hyper Mode, which you unlock when you beat a stage for the first time, and it's more enemies, they're faster, but you get more rewards out of it as well. I think it's the preferred way to play the game. Honestly, the game feels kind of iffy when it's slower. But, okay, so we leveled up again. This time we'll upgrade our cherry bomb so you can see what that's going to do for us. Here we have a mini-boss. You can tell because they're either bigger than the normal enemies, even if they have the same model, or sometimes they're glowing. So, enemies, if they don't outright die when you hit them, they get knocked back. So you can see that happen there. He kept getting knocked back there. He dropped a treasure chest. And as we move around, you'll see, if we go off screen here, get a little arrow reminding us that that's there. So you can always go back and get it. You want to pick up the crystals to get more experience. That's all that they are. And of course, gold is gold. You might have seen that a little bit. We want to go and find, let's see, more garlic. That would be good. And more Bibles. Sometimes you level up very quickly. I think that's part of luck as well. There's extensive guides to this game on Steam. Again, this game has gotten very popular. Partly because it's fun and addicting for sure. Lots of streamers are playing it, which is ironic because it's not particularly a good streaming game. Not because it's not interesting. It's one of those games that's more interesting for you as you're playing it. But it also has issues where there's so much stuff going on the screen that the bitrate, no matter what you set it to, has some serious issues keeping up with it. So we're going to get the Pomarola here. And we're specifically doing that because I want to upgrade the garlic item that I got. So when I get garlic to level 8, I know that I need the Pomarola there to upgrade the garlic even further. So we've done that now. I've waited to save that treasure chest. So see what that looks like. There is sound effects for the treasure chests opening and for monsters dying and everything. I have those turned off just because they're very repetitive and quite loud. So we open the treasure chest, you get this nice gotcha animation. And it changes depending on your luck and everything. So, oh, we got gold and just an upgrade to the Bible, not the fancy evolution. But that's okay, the Bible's pretty good. There's a lot of variety in terms of the weapons in the game. And, of course, people have min-maxed and figured out the best ones and everything. Or you can just use what's fun to you. So, of course, you need to complete stages to get some of the achievements and unlocks in the game. Or you can just keep going at it and, you know, try to last as long as you can and slowly but surely grind up gold to get more upgrades. And we'll showcase that as well. Just kind of picking some things at random here. Want to get another mini-boss, another chest. If you know what you're doing and you have enough upgrades and everything, it eventually gets to the point where you can just kind of AFK. In the thumbnail for this, you might have noticed that I was, you know, just kind of standing here. There's a bunch of stuff going on around me, and the timer was 17 minutes. I actually got up and walked away and came back 10 minutes later and was still there, still perfectly fine. Nothing had changed. I got incredibly lucky with that and had a bunch of things that made that possible. But as you're figuring out what works and what doesn't for you and the characters you're playing as and everything, and for the maps you're in, you can eventually do some wacky things like that, which is the fun of this and the progression mechanic of it. Just want to kill this mini-boss here. See if we can upgrade something. Come on. Yes. Okay. So that's what it looks like. We had max level garlic, and we had the other item that goes with it, and then we got the upgraded garlic, which now looks like that instead of the little circle around us. So this sucks in everything around it as a little black hole and heals me the entire time it's doing it. It's pretty strong early game, but falls off. So again, you have to kind of get used to what the various things are. I was going to die and then go back to the main menu so that we could see some other things there. I don't know if it's actually possible for me to die at this point. You can see there's little candles and various lighting fixtures in the levels, and they have other items in them as well, and those are single-use things. So for example, right now I'm spitting out fire, I got another one that was attracting all the orbs to me at once. Obviously, I froze all the enemies. So there's a whole bunch of little things there. Levels are randomly generated and infinite, at least as far as I can tell. So you can just kind of go around and keep refreshing the screen to get those lighting fixtures to show up and get more things with that. But again, there's things that you'll figure out. Again, what works and what doesn't. But clearly very heavily inspired by Castlevania. Alright, so we will go ahead and... Oh no, I don't know if we can die. Quit. Okay. So this is what it looks like. When you get to the end of a level, whether you die or you beat it naturally, you get a nice kind of stats menu here of what all of your items did, how long you had them, how much damage they did, the various things that you found. So you can figure out, again, what's working and what isn't for you. You go back to the title screen here. You can see you get your gold. And you can check all the power-ups. So again, these are the permanent things for all of your various characters. And you can spend your gold on that. Or you can go here and spend your gold on different characters. And some of these have to be unlocked by doing various achievements in the game. And they all have various pluses and minuses. So there's a whole bunch here to go with, and you can see it's, you know, some of their stats are changing based on what we're clicking on. Some of these are hidden characters. And then you have the nice achievements menu here to see what you have to do to unlock various things. And they have been adding to this constantly. When I picked up this game, there was, I think, only like 20 achievements, and now there's 56. So they've been updating it pretty much weekly since it came out on Early Access. This game is a lot of fun. It's very addicting, especially for how simple it is. But again, definitely, you know, seizure warning for it. And potential repetitive warning with it too. You know, this could get a little boring once you kind of solve the game and figure it out. I can see people having some issues with that. But I do think it is fun. And again, for $3, it's hard not to like that. But yeah, this is Vampire Survivors. Worth checking out. This is version 0.3.0C of Early Access of this game. Again, getting constant updates. It's fun. It's hard not to like games like this. But anyway, check it out. It's worth it. And until next time, have a good one.